Hey everybody, thanks very much for joining me. Welcome to the channel. So I'm going to do a little bit of winter camping. I've been wandering around for a couple hours now. It's really dense bush and I'm off trail, so I'm breaking trail. The snow's not too deep, but still breaking trail through the brush, which makes it kind of hard sometimes. But wandering around for a couple hours, getting kind of sick of it. I found a flattish spot that I can throw up a tarp. There's a fair amount of firewood in the area, which is always a bonus, and there's even a rock I can use for a fire pit. So it's going to be a great night. Let's get started, set up that tarp, and settle in for the night. It's going to be great. All right, there's the shelter sorted. Looks pretty nice, looks pretty homey if I don't say so myself. So, I'm going to put the fire right out here. I was going to use the rock over there, but it's a little far from the shelter and the ground drops off. So it'll be good to put my fire pit in there. And I'm going to have to get some firewood. Bit of a late start today. I walked around a lot longer than I wanted to. Not that I don't enjoy a nice walk, but we're burning daylight. So I'm going to dig this pit out. It's not much snow, about 10 inches of snow. All right, time to get this fire going, guys. Got a lot of firewood in. Took me quite a while, but we're looking good for firewood. Lots of spruce twigs, but a lot of the stuff is wet. So hopefully this is going to take. We had a massive ice storm in southern Ontario. So it looks like these twigs are going to take. Wish I had some birch bark. That would help. Come on, baby. Having a lot of fun though. It's a beautiful day. Working up a sweat actually. I tell you, it's nice to be swinging a little bit bigger axe for a change. Love this one. 2.5 pound Holtzbrook axe. I restored this one. Found it in a friend's garage. I traded him for the head and I put it on a nice 30-inch handle. Beautiful axe for winter camping. When you're processing a little bit more wood. I've been getting into these vintage heads lately. Restored quite a few of them. They're pretty nice. Pretty nice. They're pretty cool too. Beautiful. That is a nice axe. Oh, what a day. Lots of work. Got the fire going. Thinking about having something to eat soon. Just have a wee little scotch before I start thinking about that. It's been a long day. It's, well, almost 6 o'clock. Haven't eaten since about 8:30, so I should probably think about having something to eat soon. Got all my firewood in. Starting to snow a little bit out there. Not much, just a little bit. Just enough to make it interesting. And might get some snow tomorrow. Oh, it's nice to be out, guys. Let's check these babies out. They look done. And those potatoes are on point too. It's going to be good. So when winter camping, you know, we burn a lot of wood when we're camping, and it's a lot of wood to cut, a lot of wood to split, but you don't really need to split it all. You don't need to cut it all into small pieces. You can build a long fire. So what I did after I did my cooking, I just dragged the coals out into about a 4-foot to 5-foot bed and just laid logs right on top of it, 4 to 5-foot logs, and the fire just spreads, makes a beautiful long fire. Now that's not a textbook long fire, like a super slow burn long fire built on with 3 logs. That's going to burn low and slow all night. But this fire will burn hot, it'll give me some warmth, and it'll spread out, so it's going to warm my whole shelter up here. So it's just an option. There's this kind of fire lay, there's the Siberian log fire, which I use a lot too. But I just thought today I'd throw those big logs on there and have a nice hot long fire. It's beautiful, I can feel it. That fire is awesome. I can feel it here. It's spreading out nice. Love that long fire. So anyway, this video almost never got made. I drove here an hour and a half or more. Got on, well, off the trail. I'm off trail. Bushwhacked for about an hour before I even took my camera out. Took the camera out. No memory card in the camera. Great. I got a new camera bag and I transferred everything over, spare batteries, everything into the new camera bag. Everything that is except for the memory card. So I remembered I do have a cell phone. So this video is all being videoed on the cell phone. So I hope the quality is okay. I hope the audio is okay. But in this case, it's the best I could do. So I love winter camping, but I'm looking forward to the summer. I bought a canoe. I don't know if some of you know that. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know that. I bought a canoe, 16.5-foot Langford Prospector, which I think will suit my family very well. And it's not too big to solo as well. The Prospector is a good canoe to solo with. So I'm very excited to get out with that. It's Kevlar. It's about 45 pounds, so it's really quite manageable for a canoe that size. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, looking forward to the paddling season, which will be here before we know it. In the meantime, this is awesome. Next time I come out, I think I'll bring the hammock, do a little hammock overnighter. That'd be nice too. Totally different thing, but I like both. I like both. I have to say, like, the most versatile piece of clothing I have, I believe, for winter camping could be this Manic Anorak from Boreal Mountain Anoraks. It's just an amazing garment. because this thing holds in quite a bit of heat and it blocks any wind and it vents nicely. So right now I just have a couple thin wool layers on underneath this. The wool anorak and this combo, I've been out in -20 in it and it is warm. It's amazingly warm. If you do a lot of winter camping, snowshoeing, things like that, and you want to take advantage of the cold days, even when it's like -20, one of these would do you well, I believe. Served me well. This is my second winter with it, so I'm just ecstatic with it. Okay, so this fire's almost out, so what I want to do is create another long fire. All these coals I'm going to spread out lengthwise, just like that. This is all red oak, nice, good burning wood. This is a nice coal bed. Oh man, it's throwing heat like you would not believe. Okay, something like that should work. Then just throw whole logs right on top. Look how nicely that's taken. It's been less than 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. It's catching along the whole length of the logs. That's a lot of cutting and splitting that I just avoided. Well, good night everybody. That's my TV for the rest of the night. I will see you in the morning. Thanks for joining me. Morning everybody. Slept really well. Remember, if you want to use a lighter in the morning, in the winter anyway, sleep with your lighter. Get this twig bundle going. These little spruce twigs are a lifesaver if they're available. Good resource to use. They'll light up even if the outside is wet. You may have to put a bit of flame to them for a few minutes, but they usually light. They're starting. There we go. We're on our way. On our way to coffee time. I find once the flames have come above your kindling, you can be pretty safe to lay some bigger pieces on top without smothering the fire. She's going to smoke for a while. Everything's wet and frozen. Remember the 6 Dekahansky rule about making cowboy coffee? I made a video about it. It'll be up here somewhere, or in the description, or in the end. I'll put it up. How to make cowboy coffee. Because let me tell you, nothing like it. Who doesn't like that sizzle? Gonna have to bring a bear out of hibernation. Let's hope not. Breakfast is served, my friends. Alright, what's going to be new for the channel in 2020? Well, the canoe. I got the canoe. I talked about that before. Looking forward to that. And I've been thinking about merch, but not stickers and decals, although if people want them, I will get them and just sell them for cost type of thing. If you're interested, let me know. But I was thinking more in the way of handmade items, like hand-carved cookses. Some of you may remember a couple years ago I said I was going to be making buck saws with another guy who was a cabinet maker. Well, obviously that didn't transpire. He's just far too busy. I think it was about 3 years ago I talked about the saw, actually the buck saw that I'm using now, walnut buck saw, which I made with him. Doesn't look like he's going to have time, so I'm in the midst of acquiring tools to make that happen. So, hand-carved cookses, handmade buck saws. I don't know exactly when that's all going to happen, but soon. So if you don't follow me on Instagram as well, follow me on Instagram, because that's where I may make these things available. Like I said, it's not going to be right away. Might be a little while, especially for the buck saws. But that's my plans anyway. Well, everybody, thank you very much for joining me. I really like to share my little overnighters with you all. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really do appreciate all your subscriptions. And please leave a comment. I always enjoy reading your comments. So in the meantime, I want you all to take care. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. I just hope I can find my way out.